Hello, everyone. So today I thought I'd do an interesting experiment today because I had a super weird dream. The only way I can describe it is that it was just a huge liminal space in my school. The dream was basically that I was trying to get to my next class at school because I forgot and I got lost. And so I ended up going down further into the school and I found this huge like bottom floor of the school I've never seen before. And there's this massive hallway going down to like it was probably a gym or something now that I think about it. But there was like weird the paint job on the walls was really strange. There's like a yellow part of the wall, and then there was a white part of the wall, I think. I don't really remember. And once I got past that area, there's this weird, like, hospital looking area in my dream. And there was these just random rooms that were. I don't know how to explain them. There was like this one room with a fireplace in it that looked kind of cozy, and then there was this other room with these really big couches, and the couches would like stretch up to the ceiling. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Basically, the backrest was like stretched. I I'm trying I'm trying really hard to explain, but it's weird. And there's this other room that was like dark with like very dimly lit lights in it that also looked kind of cozy. And I found this sign on the room. I think it was the fireplace room. Yeah, I found this sign on the ground that said my name on it. And it said, "My name has the option to choose from one of these four living columns to spend the rest of his days." Which just, I immediately went into panic mode after I read that, and I walked past those weird rooms, which were called the living columns for some reason, and I saw this really weird looking janitor that was, further down the hall, and he had a mop and a mop bucket, and he was trying to get past me. So then I decided to go back to those like weird rooms, back to the sign. I was trying to take pictures of it on my phone, but all the pictures I took had a big glare on it from some random light, and you couldn't even see some of the letters. So I had to take like multiple pictures, and I was panicking while doing it. I don't remember why I was panicking. Probably because somebody found me or I was getting caught. And then after that, I woke up. My mom woke me up. So I have no idea. Like, I mean, usually what I've always heard is that once you get to like an exciting part of a dream or whenever things get tense is when you wake up. I don't know the science behind that, but that's just what happens. But anyways, I thought I'd use AI today and just see what happens. I am kind of curious what happens when you put the word living columns in. It's just a completely nonsensical term. It makes no sense, but I'm very curious as to see what exactly. I mean, it's probably going to give me columns that look like they're artificial or something weird. I'm using. I think I already mentioned that I'm using Luma AI. I repeat myself a lot. I'm kind of. I don't know if I should be scared or curious. Created less than a minute ago. Okay. Created 1 minute ago. Can I see it? Or is it? It's still in queue. It's still being made, I guess. Living columns. My that my brain is so weird. That's not the only, like, I've had another dream where there's a random sign that was placed for me, like specifically for me. Like I've had a dream where I've ran away from this weird person's house. I escaped it, came back, his house was on fire, and he left a sign for me that said something like "fuck you, you motherfucker" or something like that, which is kind of funny because it's like, did I do this or did somebody else? I have no idea. Hmm. I'll be back when the stupid image finally generates. Okay, so since Luma is taking a really long time, I'm gonna try doing CG Dream instead. So do living columns. See what I'm just gonna exit out of Luma. This page is still loading, which is, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it wants me to do my email address. Okay. So this is what CG Dream thinks of what living columns are. It's just like some ancient civilization ruins. I mean, not really what I was thinking of, but eh, it got it better than my dream did. 'Cause my dream made no sense. So I'm gonna try doing. How about basement school hospital? Basement school hospital. These don't take long to generate, so I wonder if, like, they're gonna be a if they're like actually high quality or not. Probably not because it's free, but that's kind of what I expect. I expect AI to come up with like some really just nonsensical shit. Oh, my Q position is 3 out of 38. Oh my goodness. How many people are using this right now? Jesus Christ. Okay, so this looks more like a really old hospital, like an abandoned one. I mean, but if you look at it, it's nonsensical, right? Because it's just a long hallway, and the, there's no like you can't even see a teacher's desk anywhere. You can't even see like a big chalkboard or anything. It's just a long hallway. And look at this. There's these doors, and they're all. This is like the weirdest thing about this image. There's a bunch of doors, and they're all blocked by these rows of just weirdly placed chairs. This is like just so weird. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but it's definitely not what I was thinking of or what I remembered. I think I like this though, just because it kind of looks nice. So I think I'll keep this one. Okay, so it does seem that you can be very specific with this AI. So this time I'm doing modern hospital in the basement of a school with cozy patient rooms. Let's see what happens. This one is also probably going to take a while, so. Okay, so this one, I mean, it kind of was. This would kind of be the part where it was like past those weird rooms, but you can't see anything in the rooms. You can't see. Also, this clock looks really weird. But I mean, it's AI, so it does. It is gonna look weird. I also like the little weird details of like whatever the hell this is. I'm assuming they're like missing tiles in the ceiling, and these lights are also really nice. The circle lights, but you can't see what you can't see in the room, so there's no way of knowing like what these look like. So I think I'm gonna have to be more specific with this and call it something like I have no idea. Um, Couches, big, comfy, gray couches in a patient's room in a hospital, I'm going to say modern hospital, in a modern hospital, because it's not old and abandoned. In a modern hospital in the basement of a school. It was basically a basement. Okay, not exactly what I was thinking of, but it's also another interesting take. We got the ceiling tiles again with the generic lights too that are just like nonsensically placed. They're not even like symmetrical, and they don't even like line up with each other. They're just randomly placed. And we got the gray couches aren't even big. I mean, this one is, but the rest of them are just normal sized. It's more like a lobby, which isn't what I imagined. It was supposed to be more like I don't know how to explain it. I wish I could like if I was a 3D artist, I would recreate that dream, but I'm not a very good 3D artist. And there wasn't this weird looking. It looks like it's supposed to be an exit sign, but you can't even make out the letters. And there wasn't a door here. I don't remember there being a door in that. One thing I forgot to mention about all those weird rooms is that like the wall where the door should have been was gone. They're just out in the open. Like all those rooms were out in the open. It was really strange. And another weird thing about this is the fact that it looks like there's supposed to be I don't know if that's like a tissue box or something behind that couch. I can't really make out what that is, or maybe if that's another couch or something, or a piece of furniture. And it looks like it's blocking this door, which is another just completely strange thing. And the fact that this couch right here is just placed in this seemingly random area. Also, can we talk about the architecture of this? This is bothering me. Like, look at this. What is this? This random indent in the wall. Dude, this is literally liminal space. These are literally liminal spaces. I mean, to be fair, pretty much every like structure, every architecture every building in a dream. I almost said liminal space. Every like building in a dream is pretty much a liminal space because it's like it's all from your memory, but it's just mixed together with a nonsense, and it gives you this. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it gives you this feeling of eeriness, but it gives you this feeling of more like you shouldn't be there, like something's very wrong. You know, it's more like that for me, at least. But like, why would you have this random indent in the wall? That's like a, and then this other one. It does like why? What's the point? It like somebody needs to make a Gmod map of this or something, because this is just crazy. Uh, I'm definitely gonna download this. It's completely nonsensical. And these are all the other images I don't know how many images you can do, but this is a pretty good AI. I hope it's not giving me a virus or anything. That would really suck. Um, can I actually download this? I think it's taking a lot of time to download. Um, yeah, I think it's taking a little while to download. I think that's why. Mm. But the next one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Okay, this is gonna be the most nonsensical one. Fireplace. Oh, there we go. It just it cut off. But okay, this is gonna be the most nonsensical one. Fireplace in a modern hospital in the basement of a school. This one, I don't know how they're gonna generate this, but this one is by far the most nonsensical prompt. Okay, guys, this one is actually kind of accurate. Like, actually. The only difference is that it was, like, right next to all the other rooms. And this is in like, some place where it almost looks like there's elevators next to it, but I really can't tell what those other rooms are because they have door handles on them, and it's like elevators don't have door handles. It doesn't make any sense. But I will say it looks more like it's like a combination of a modern house with a fireplace and a hospital because it has these like metallic doors in these in this door over here that's also kind of hospital like in this random window maybe for I don't know. This is kind of the most accurate one, but like I said, the difference here is, I mean, obviously there's a sign there, but the other difference is that there's other rooms right next to it. Now I'm curious, what would happen if I put, because I already wrote out my entire dream, and I'm curious what's gonna happen if I just write that whole thing into AI, into this AI. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think it's just gonna be pure chaos. Either that or it's gonna be too long. Hopefully I don't like overload the AI or something crazy. I don't want to do that. So, okay, here's another interesting take. So I put my whole dream into this prompt, and I try to cut out a bunch of the parts that would probably confuse it. Um, but still, it still didn't get everything. So I don't know how you'd be able to do this, but it seems to be these just weirdly, just abnormally large doors that are just bigger than the janitor guy. And he's dragging this huge mop with a weird looking, that doesn't even look like a mop bucket. It just looks weird. I don't remember him having, uh, wearing whatever you want to call that, a jumpsuit, I guess. But I do remember the janitor looked strange. And this just seems to be a hallway. Okay, another thing I just noticed is the fact that when I was talking about the yellow part of the wall and a white part of the wall, it did get that, but it did it in a way where like one half of the wall was like yellow brick and the other half was just plain white. So that's also kind of interesting, dude. Somebody, it's either gonna be me or somebody else. Somebody has to make this into like a Gmod map or like a Roblox game or something. Like I want this to be in some sort of 3D plane where you can actually like walk around in. That would be really cool. Um, I don't know what else to put in this prompt. Um, I guess we'll do like huge hallway in the basement of a school with a yellow okay, yeah, it's just with a yellow uh actually I'll just say it with yellow paint and it wasn't like the bottom half was yellow, but it was more like there was one part that was yellow and then it went off to this other part where it was white. I don't know if that makes any sense. With yellow paint and white paint, white paint. I'm trying to think. How exactly am I supposed to put this into words? This is gonna be very difficult. Um, white. Actually, no. We'll just say with one part of the hallway having yellow paint and the other part having white paint. I also kind of remember like I think I remember some light blue in there too, but I honestly don't remember. My brain was just trying to come up with whatever bullshit it could. If I'm also kind of worried if I say huge, it's just gonna show a long hallway. It's like, no, that's not a huge hallway to me. It's like big, big and open. So I'm gonna say big, wide, and open hallway on the wall. I'm gonna say on the wall because I'm worried the AI is gonna be like, uh, no, I don't want recommendations. I'm worried that the AI is gonna be like, oh, you paint? Okay, then we'll give you paintbrush and a paint bucket. It's like, no, that's not what I want. Okay, so uh, this is definitely an interesting way of putting it. Once again, it's not completely accurate. It was way like the hallway was much wider than this, right? It was like way wider than this. It was like it was I don't know how to describe it. It was like so wide. It was like as big as a gym, basically. It was as big as a gymnasium. It was massive. And it added these like just weird random what are these like corridors that are yellow with like yellow paint and they seemingly lead to nowhere and there's just random other yellow things. Like what is going on? I don't it almost looks like wait a minute. It almost what is going on? I really can't tell what this is right here. If this is like if this is supposed to be a door. I don't think it is. These are definitely some random doors here, and there's a random door at the end of the hallway. Which just makes it even more just weird and you know distressing. I'm gonna try this one again. I'm gonna describe it in a different way. See what happens. So it looks like it kind of just went for the same thing as earlier. This time I tried to say that it was the size of a gym to maybe try to make it wider, but it's still like it's not as big and open as a gym is. And it's got like it's like this side has randomly placed doors that are white with a yellow wall, and then this side has got randomly placed yellow doors. That door almost looks like it could be white with a white wall. And then you look up here, and the ceiling is like, what is going on with the ceiling? There's random thresholds. This one's yellow, this one's white. And it looks like they're almost alternating, and it leads to two double doors. Like, what is going on? This is like, this is like actually something that somebody has probably imagined before in their dreams. Um, I think what I'll say is that it is as open as a gym, I guess. As open. Well, I feel like if I say open in the AI, I won't really know what I mean by open. It can mean many different things. Um, as I don't know, as wide and tall as a gym. Maybe that will work. Hopefully. I said wide twice, so it better be wide this time. I swear to God. Okay. So that the AI seems to not understand how wide a gym is because this is not as big as a gym. It's just like a normal height. of like a hallway. And there's this random air duct on the ceiling, which is interesting. Uh, and then there's like these, again, the white doors on the yellow walls, which I don't remember that in my dream. I don't remember there being doors in that hallway. I just remember it being a big hallway, and then I walked past it. That's all I remember. What are these random double doors right here? Like, this is actually just something else, dude. This is something else, I swear. But I think that's gonna be it because I kind of given up on trying to um, give this AI prompts and trying to recreate my dreams with it. It does create some interesting liminal spaces, but not exactly from what I remember. I should probably write down like the exact architecture, otherwise I won't remember. Probably. I have no idea. I need to keep a dream journal, honestly, because I still remember a lot of my dreams, and I think I should probably put them down somewhere because dreams are pretty easy to forget even after you have dreams for like multiple days. They're pretty easy to forget. So, with that, I will see you all later.